and correspondingly each reason for it. All right, so we're going to start with a single statement all by itself. So we could start with either of these two because they're not embedded in a compound hypothesis. So either not M or not W is okay. So I'm going to start out with not M, but I'm going to write it here on the board, putting the conditional on top and the single statement underneath it. You could do the same in the proof. I just always like to start out, be consistent. Start out with a single statement by itself. Then I have not M implies T. Is given. Putting these two together. This is a conditional, the hypothesis of which is true. Therefore, the conclusion must be true because T implies F would have been a false conditional. So it must be that T is true, and what's the reason? Modus ponens, yes. Lines 1 and 2. Now, I have T. I'm going to go to this first statement. F and not S implies not T, together with T. This is a conditional. This is the negation of the conclusion. So I now have the negation of the hypothesis. Do not negate it or simplify it in this step. We're going to make 2 steps out of this. So I need to bring in F and not S implies not T. And that's given. Then putting these two together, my conclusion is not, and then parenthesis, F and not S. And what's the reason? Oh, no, it's not a disjunction. Number 4 is a conditional. Modus tollens. Tollens, modus tollens. The negation of the conclusion means the negation of the hypothesis. The reason, because the contrapositive is logically equivalent to the conditional, and what we're forming above to below the line here is the contrapositive of the original. That's why this works. All right, now in number 6, we are actually going to simplify by De Morgan's. We have not F or not S is S. And that's by De Morgan's. Just on line 5. Now I'm just going to let that stay there for a minute, number 6. And I'm going to, because I can't do anything else here, I can't do anything with not F implies W, so I'm going to bring those two in now. Not F implies W together with not W. It's a conditional. The negation of the conclusion means the negation of the hypothesis because the contrapositive is logically equivalent to the conditional. So I'm going to bring in not F implies W. Then I'm going to bring in not W. And then I'm going to put those two together and come up with the conclusion F. And what's the reason?
I believe it's still Thomas.
Modus tollens, yes. It's Latin for method of denying, because it's the contrapositive. And that's on lines 7 and 8. Now I'm going to go back up to line 6 and put it together with line 9. So I have, from line 6, I have not F or S. Line 9, I have F. I'd like to just get rid of that last. I want to get rid of this here. I don't want that there just because I'm worried that you're going to think that that's a not F there. So this is a disjunction. T is true. F is true, not F is false. In a disjunction, one of them had to be true, so it must be S. And that's exactly what we were supposed to be proving. And that would be by what? That one's disjunctive inference because it's an or statement. And you can abbreviate this one. And this would be using line 6 and 9.